Bang, let's get it. You see the slip. Let's dive right in and show you what they do. First off, it's going to be Kelly Oubre over 15 and a half points, rebounds, and assists. Here's why. Joel Embiid is probable. And even if Joel Embiid plays, as long as Oubre gets over 32 minutes, I think this cashes. This is game 7, the Boston Celtics and the Philadelphia 76ers. Now look, Joel Embiid is probable, and look at games without Joel Embiid. Kelly Oubre is definitely cashing. Again, Joel Embiid is probable, but it's game 7. Like, is he going to force himself to play? I did have him on a slip under 34 and a half points and rebounds, but here we are. Next is Paul George. Paul George at 15 and a half points. He has gone over in every game in this series. There's no reason to stop now. In addition to Joel Embiid being probable. All right. So Paul George over 15 and a half points. Next, I got VJ Edgecombe to go over 5.5 rebounds. He missed it once in this series, but he had 10 rebound chances and he got 4. Again, Joel Embiid is probable. As you can see, with Joel Embiid, he handles that. And then games without, he still missed most recently that one game that he did not play. You know what I mean? VJ Edgecombe over 5.5 rebounds. This is the 6-pick flex. I got 3 overs and I got 3 unders, but 2 of these plays are from the MLB. And this is Jake Berger, hit runs and RBIs. We taking him to go under 1.5 hit runs and RBI. He did go off against Detroit the other day. And then he faces Detroit again in a game 2 in this little series. And it's Montero on the mound. Let's see Jake Berger versus Montero. He has no at-bats. Implied probability has him going under. A lot of the books have heavily favored him to go under. Most notably is Fliff and Sleeper at about 140 for Jake Berger to go under 1.5 hit runs and RBI. The next play is going to be Jaylen Brown. His points, rebounds, and assist line is at 35.5. This is game 7. I get it. But Jason Tatum is back. I mean, been back, but what we think Jason Tatum going to not take this shine in this game 7, especially over the last 3 games, Jaylen Brown has not been on. He has not been on. I'm not afraid of his rebounds and assists. He could score 20 points. I'm not afraid of his rebounds and assists at all, especially not assists. You know what I'm saying? So Jaylen Brown to go under 35.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Let me look at the injury report to see if anybody is. Nope. Everybody should be playing. Jaylen Brown under 35.5 points, rebounds, and assists in a game 7. And for the last pick is going to be Kyle Harrison. His pitching out line is at 15.5. His last start, he had 18 pitching outs. You know what I'm saying? He went 6 innings. The implied probability is heavily juiced for him to go under 15.5 pitching outs. And this is going to wrap up my 6-pick flex play. Where is it? As you can see, VJ Edgecombe over 5.5 rebounds. Paul George over 15.5 points. Kelly Oubre over 15.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Kyle Harrison under 15.5 pitching outs. Jake Berger to go under 1.5 hit runs and RBI. And Jaylen Brown to go under 35.5 points, rebounds, and assists. If anyone watched the video yesterday, you see LeBron James. LeBron James right now has 31, 22 plus 9. He has 31 points, rebounds, and assists. We need him to go over. I called him over 30, but I played him over 31.5. And then we had Rui Hachimura to go over 11 points, 12 points. He got 16 points. He cashed. But we paired that with the scary play, which was Cade Cunningham under 28.5 points. And he had 32 to blow that slip. But I dropped the MLB joint yesterday and I didn't get to play all 4 of those plays. I only played 3 of them. It went 3 and 4. So we're getting close. But here is my 6-pick entry. VJ Edgecombe, Paul George, Kelly Oubre, Kyle Harrison, Jake Berger, and Jaylen Brown. 3 overs, 3 unders, 6-pick flex play. We can miss one, but I don't want that to happen. Go back to the main scene. Hey, this is pickfinder.app. The code is really Rico. You get 10% off for life. I always forget to say that. I don't know. Maybe some new people are watching. But I did put a slip in for Sunday, but I'm gonna wait to cover that. But I wanted to show you that these lines will not remain. You know what I mean? No, I'm gonna go ahead and show you that real quick because these are gonna change before Sunday. It's a 3-pick entry. It's a 3-pick entry. We got 3 game 7s on the way. One is tomorrow, and I think we got 2 for Sunday. But look, Kate Cunningham under 8.5 assists. I know. It was at 9.5. I tried to catch it before it bumped, but as soon as I put the slip in, the bitch bumped to 8.5. Jalen Suggs over 3.5 rebounds, and Tobias Harris under 18.5 points. But that's for Sunday, and I mention that now because look at these lines right now. As you see, these games are for Sunday. We got K over there for his points and rebounds, points and assists. Jay, like the value has already diminished since I started this video. I'm gonna hit refresh again. That might change. It might change again, as it has, as you can see here. But this is where I got the Kyle Harrison joint from. It was short. It was sharp to go under 15.5 K, 15.5 pitching outs, and I didn't plug in any other ones because the value has just changed, and I guarantee by tomorrow night the 3-pick I just showed you will not be the same. But there you have it. Where did I say this was pickfinder.app? You see the plays. Kyle Harrison to go under this pitching out. We're taking Kelly Oubre over 15.5 points, rebounds, and assists. I don't even care. Joel Embiid don't play, and then Paul George. This is game 7. Like, you expected to get blown out. I'm pretty positive that Boston is probably heavily favored in this game. They're minus 8.5. Like, you got to do something. And then VJ Edgecombe going over 5.5 rebounds. I ain't even trying to hear that. He's got double-digit rebounds in every game. No, double-digit rebound chances, as you can see here, in every game this series. He did miss it once, going 4 for 10 on his rebound chances, but he had 8 boards in game 6, 7 in game 5, and then he had 10 rebounds in both game 2 and 3. Like, come on now. I ain't trying to hear that. I'm really Rico, you already know. Let's get this dough, bruh. Peace. I'm out.